The destiny number. A number derived from all of the letters in your full birth name make up what is called the expression or destiny number. Although this number is called both of these names, throughout this website it will be referred to as the destiny number. Destiny is a very descriptive word for the meaning of this important core element. This is the number that describes the tasks that you must achieve in this lifetime using the name that was given to you by your parents. This name, the complete birth name, symbolizes the opportunities you have at your disposal. This is sometimes referred to as your potential or destiny. Living up to attributes of this number may not be easy, but it is your goal in the here and now. It is your life's purpose, spiritual mission, and your field of opportunity. Unlike the life path number which reads as you are, the destiny number more correctly reads as you must or what you can aspire to become. To arrive at your destiny number, take each name separately and add up the letter values using the conversion chart below. Reduce each name to a single digit. Then add the results of all of the names to arrive at a total which you then once again reduce to a single digit. Don't use nicknames, assumed name, deviations in spelling used, or omit any part of the birth name. Use it as it appears on the birth certificate. Don't worry about changes to the name, married name, etc., just stay with complete birth name. Don't count junior, senior, 3, etc. following the name. The only exception to this is in the case of adoption shortly after birth, and here the name given in the adopting home should be used. Example of destiny number: David Michael McCLAIN. David equals 22/4, Michael equals 33/6, and McCLAIN equals 28, which reduces to 10/1. The destiny number is 4 plus 6 plus 1 equals 11, and 11, a master number, becomes 11 halves. My destiny number is 11 halves. Find your destiny number below. 1, 10/1. The number 1 destiny suggests that the direction of growth in your lifetime will be toward gaining greater independence and establishing yourself as a leader. A name producing a 1 destiny may help you gain the talents to become a skilled executive with keen administrative capabilities, or perhaps a sales executive, or promoter. You have within you what it takes to become an original person with a creative approach to problem solving, and a penchant for initiating action. Unless your life path shows that you need the help, someone may have to follow behind you to handle the details, but you know how to get things going and make things happen. As you develop, you will have little need for much supervision, preferring to act on your own with little restraint. Progressing through life, you will become one who seeks to expand and broaden opportunities to find new careers and new inventions. You must develop skills in innovation and ingenuity. You have a good mind and the ability to use it for your advancement. Because of these factors, you have much potential for achievement and financial rewards. Frequently, this destiny belongs to one running a business or striving to achieve a level of accomplishment on one's talents and efforts. As you mature, you must become increasingly ambitious and determined. Self-confident and self-reliant must be yours, as you develop a strong unyielding will and the courage of your convictions. The 1 destiny presents a tendency for you to fear the routine and being in a rut. You often jump the gun because you're afraid of being left behind. The negative attributes of the 1 destiny include 1 becoming egotistic and developing a self-centered approach to life. This is an aggressive number, and if it is overemphasized it is very hard to live with. You do not have to be overly aggressive to fulfill your destiny. You do not have to dominate and destroy in order to lead and manage. 2, 11 halves, 20 halves. The number 2 destiny suggests that the direction of growth in your lifetime will be toward gaining an understanding of people and a greater spiritual sense of the world around you. A name producing a 2 destiny gives you the tools to work very well with other people. Your destiny will be, in part, in the role of the mediator and the peacemaker. As you grow in this direction, you become sensitive to the feelings of others, you become diplomatic in handling complicated situations. The spiritual potential for the 2 destiny, and perhaps particularly so for the master number 11 halves, is very high. You have the capacity to be inspirational, and the ability to lead merely by your own example. An inborn inner strength and awareness can make you an excellent teacher, social worker, philosopher, or advisor. No matter what area of work you pursue, you are very aware and sensitive to the highest sense of your environment. Your intuition is very strong. In fact, many psychic people and those involved in occult studies have the number 11 halves destiny. Indeed, the two has a spiritual connection not found in other numbers. In many ways you are dependent on others and seem to function best in a partnership or in some form of group activity. As you mature, modesty will run deeper in your nature, and you must work comfortably without recognition of your accomplishments. Often, others will get credit for your ideas, and this must be of little real concern to you as your skill as a team play progresses. Cooperative, courteous, and considerate, you have the capacity to become an outstanding facilitator. You will have the capacity to organize and handle people, just as you will handle detail, rarely overlook anything. As you fulfill your destiny, tactful and friendly behavior will increase your popularity, and nearly everyone will like you. Perhaps this is also because you are more content working with your ideals, rather than dollars and cents. The positive aspect of the number 2 destiny is an always idealistic attitude. This is even more accentuated in the master number 11 halves. The negative 2 personality can be oversensitive and easily hurt. Too much of this number in your makeup can make you very shy and uncertain. Sometimes the excessive 2 energies makes one apathetic and somewhat indifferent to the job at hand. The ability to handle details is hampered in these cases. Some 2s, and especially the 11/2s, struggle with a continuous sense of nervous tension. You may be too sensitive and temperamental. You tend to dream a lot and may be more of a dreamer than a doer. Fantasy and reality sometimes become intermingled and you are sometimes very impractical. You tend to want to spread the illumination of your knowledge to others irrespective of their desire or need. 3, 12/3, 21/3. 33rds. The number 3 destiny suggests that the direction of growth in your lifetime will be toward a more creative and inspirational nature. This path also leads to establishing yourself as an inspiration person, spreading optimism and cheerfulness wherever you reside or travel. The byword for the 3 destiny is embracing the joy of living and helping others to do the same. A large part of your mission in life centers around raising the spirits of your fellow man. This might be on a everyday small-scale basis, or it might be by being on stage as an entertainer. Obviously, for most, the first more likely, but this destiny does incline you along a variety of lines that may include writing, speaking, singing, acting or teaching. For some, the interest in and appreciation of the arts is there, but the creative pursuit of these interests might not arrive. You also have the destiny to sell yourself or sell just about any product that comes along. You may indeed be a natural salesman, as the 3 traits are always welcome in sales and public relations. You are imaginative in your presentation and a pleasure to be around. As you mature, you must become an optimistic person that seems ever enthusiastic about life and living. You are friendly, loving and social, and people like you because you are charming and such a good conversationalist. You must develop an ability to communicate effectively in order to inspire others. It is your role in life to inspire and motivate. Friends are extremely important to the 3 destiny, and you must develop the ability to be a true friend. Through this talent you will achieve success. Opportunities open for you as you become increasingly social. The negative side of number 3 destiny is superficiality. You may tend to scatter your forces and simply be too easygoing. It is advisable for the negative 3 to avoid dwelling on trivial matters, especially gossip. 4, 13/4, 22/4, 31/4, 40/4. The number 4 destiny suggests that the direction of growth in your lifetime will be toward a greater sense of order, service, and management skills. As you develop, You must adopt an approach that is more practical, down to earth, and thorough. You must be willing to work those long, hard hours to push a project through to completion. An increase in your patience with detail allows you to become expert in fields such as building, engineering, and all forms of craftsmanship. You may accumulate abilities to write and teach, leaning toward the more technical and detailed. In the arts, music will likely be your choice. Artistic talents may also appear in such fields as horticulture and floral arrangement. Many skilled physicians and especially surgeons have the 4 destiny. Indeed, you may enjoy success in any number of professions in which planning, organization, regulation, and dogged follow-through are valued. All with Destiny 4, and especially the Master number 22/4, are potentially equipped to handle large-scale undertakings in the material world. Often the reference to Master Builder is used in with regard to the 22/4, however, this trait is a potentiality in every 4, and does frequently occur. The Destiny 4 produces a very moral character, and you must choose your friends from those living up to your high standards. It will be difficult to hide your disappointment in those who fail to meet this ideal. You will be happiest mixing with associates and friends who are, like yourself, practical, moral, and doing good works for others. The negative side of 4 often produces dominant and bossy individuals. If there is too much 4 energies present in your makeup, you may express some of the negative attitudes of the number 4. The obligations that you face may tend to create frustration and feelings of limitation or restriction. All 4s, and particularly the 22/4 may accentuate unorthodox methods to the point of eccentricity. This negative manifestation of the 4 destiny can also be very dominating and overbearing. Avoid becoming too rigid, stubborn, dogmatic, and fixed in your opinions. You may have a tendency to develop and hold very strong likes and dislikes, and some of these may border on the classification of prejudice. 5, 5, 14, 5, 23, 5, 32, 5, 41, 5. The number 5 destiny suggests that the direction of growth in your lifetime will be toward becoming a harbinger of change, freedom, and progressive thought and action. The number 5 destiny potentially endows you with the wonderful characteristic of multi-talents and versatility. You must develop in ways allowing you to do so many things well. The tone of the number 5 is the constructive use of freedom, and in your drive to attain this freedom, you must be the master of adaptability and change. As you mature, you must become good at presenting ideas and knowing how to approach people to get what you want. Naturally, this will give you an edge in any sort of selling game and spells easy success when it comes to working with people in most jobs. Whatever you do, you have the capacity to be clever, analytical, and a very quick thinker. You must learn to accept changes as they come along and avoid clinging to the outdated. Avoid rebellion, and focus on enlightenment and progression thinking that will benefit mankind. Your life is broadened by gaining an understanding and an appreciation of all kinds of people. The Destiny 5 will be welcome in many varied professional environments. The public sector is a natural for you because you must administer to all peoples. The media, advertising, promotion, publicity, all types of selling, and entertainment are all potential fields that may interest you. Settling on a single career may not be in the cards for you, as you are in a continuous state of flux brought by constantly changing interests. If there is too much of the 5 energy in your makeup, or if you develop negatively, the negative side of the number may appear. Your restless and impatient attitude may keep you from staying with any project for too long. Sometimes you can be erratic and scatter yourself and your energies. You have a hard time keeping regular office hours and maintaining any sort of a routine. As clever as you are, you may have a tendency to make the same mistakes over and over again. Much of your response to such errors is glib reaction rather than thoughtful application. 6, 6, 15, 6, 24, 6, 33, 6, 42, 6, 51, 6. The number 6 destiny suggests that the direction of growth in your lifetime will be toward a greater sense of responsibility, love, and balance. Development in life must make you more helpful, conscientious, and capable of rectifying and balancing any sort of inharmonious situation. You must be a person very much inclined to give help and comfort to those in need. You have a natural penchant for working with the old, the young, the sick, or the underprivileged. As the saying goes, charity begins at home, and the home is where you must be a special person. The qualities of the 6 make the finest and most concerned parent, and one who is often deeply involved in domestic activities. Openness and honesty is apparent in your approach to all relationships, particularly close family relationship. A happy home life is the goal of Destiny 6, and if you live up to the promises of this number, you will reap this reward most likely with some degree of luxury and grace. Although you may have considerable creative and artistic talents, the chances are that you will devote yourself to an occupation that shows concern for the betterment of the home and of the community at large. The destiny of the 6 is often a career in medicine, welfare work, education, dealing in the arts, furniture, decorating, landscaping, home construction, religious endeavors, or scientific fields. The positive side of the number 6 suggests that you are very loving, friendly, and appreciative of others. You have a depth of understanding that produces much sympathetic, kindness, and generosity. If there is an excess of the number 6 in your makeup, you may exhibit some of the negative traits associated with this number. This can include stubbornness, self-righteousness, or dominance. There may be a tendency for you to be too exacting and demanding of yourself, too. In this regard, you may at times sacrifice yourself, or your loved ones, for the welfare of others. Many with the destiny of the number 6 worry much too much. In some cases, the overzealous 6 has difficulty distinguishing helping from interfering. 7, 7, 16, 7, 25, 7, 34, 7, 43, 7, 52, 7. The number 7 destiny suggests that the direction of growth in your lifetime will be toward thought, analysis, and the development of a mind skilled at searching out the truth. You must become accomplished at analyzing, judging and discriminating, so that little escapes your observation and deep understanding. In this you will become increasingly introspective, and value seclusiveness and solitude. You are the type of person that can really get involved in a search for wisdom or hidden truths, and you must become an authority on whatever it is you are focusing on. This can easily be of a technical or scientific nature, or it may be religious or occult. It matters very little, you pursue knowledge with the same sort of vigor. You can make a very fine teacher, or because of a natural inclination toward the spiritual, you may become deeply immersed in religious affairs or even psychic explorations. You have excellent capabilities to study and learn really deep and difficult subjects, and to search for hidden fundamentals. You tend to operate on a rather different wavelength, and many of your friends may not really know you very well. At full maturity you are likely to be a very peaceful and poised individual. You really like to work alone, at your own pace and in your own way. You neither show or understand emotions very well. The positive aspects of the 7 destiny are that you must be a true perfectionist in a very positive sense of the word. You are very logical, and usually employ a quite rational approach to most things you do. You can be so rational at times that you almost seem to lack emotion, and when you are faced with an emotional situation, you may have a bit of a problem coping with it. If there is an oversupply of the number 7 in your makeup, the negative aspects of the number may be apparent. The chief negative of 7 relates to the limited degree of trust that you may have in people. A tendency to be highly introverted can make you a bit on the self-centered side, certainly very much self-contained. Because of this, you are not very adaptable, and you may tend to be overly critical and intolerant. 8, 8, 17 eighths, 26 eighths, 35 eighths, 44 eighths, 53 eighths. The number 8 destiny suggests that the direction of growth in your lifetime will be a move up the ladder of attainment in the material world, to achieve financial security and status amongst your peers. The positive 8 destiny produces individuals that are very ambitious and goal-oriented. If you are expressing the positive qualities of 8, you are an outstanding manager because you can plan, initiate, and complete projects. You are very dependable and determined. The 8 destiny makes you well equipped to develop and grow in a managerial sense. You have outstanding potential for organizational and administrative responsibilities. You have the potential for considerable achievement in business or other powerful positions such as government leadership roles. You have the skill and abilities to establish or operate a business with great efficiency. You can expect to receive the financial and material rewards. You have good judgment when it comes to money and commercial matters, and you understand how to build and accumulate material wealth. Much of your success must come due to your ability to judge character. With the number 8 destiny, you must exercise sound judgment in most of your affairs. You must be realistic and practical in your approach to business matters. No one has any more energy than a person with the 8 destiny who has a plan laid and is starting to work. No one has any more self-confidence, either. If you have too much of the 8 energy in your makeup, you may express some of the negative attitudes. A negative 8 can be very rigid and stubborn. Ambition sometimes has a way of becoming over-ambition, and you may express an unreasonable impatience with the lack of progress. If your negative side is showing, you may be too exacting, both of yourself and of others. Sometimes this can even becomes a case of intolerance. The Destiny 8 is on a quest for status and power. Neither of these drives are inherently negative unless they are taken to an extreme. You must avoid the tendency to strain after money, material matters, status, or power, to the detriment of the other important factors in your life. 9, 9, 18, 9, 27, 9, 36, 9, 45, 9, 54, 9. The number 9 destiny suggests that the direction of growth in your lifetime will be in benevolent activities, in compassion, and in worldly understanding. You are living up to and growing toward your destiny when you follow your feelings and sense of compassion, and allow yourself to be sensitive to the needs of others. You must be willing to help others as you were intended to be the big brother or big sister type. You must work well with people, for you have the potential to inspire. Creative ability, imagination and artistic talent, often latent, of the highest order are present in this destiny. Career fields in which you can excel are many and include advisory roles, medicine, legal fields, artistic fields, diplomacy, and religion. Friendships, affection, and love are extremely important. Your personal ambitions must be maintained in a very positive perspective, never losing sight of an interest in people, and preserving a sympathetic, tolerant, broad-minded and compassionate point of view. If you are able to achieve the potential of your natural destiny in this life, you are capable of much human understanding and have a lot to give to others. Undeveloped or ignored, the negative side of the 9 destiny can be very selfish and self-centered. If you do not actively involve yourself with work that benefits others, you may tend to express just the opposite characteristics. It is your role to be very involved with other people and their needs, but it may be difficult for you to achieve this role. Aloofness, lack of involvement, and a lack of sensitivity mark the low road of this destiny.